Okay, what's up, guys? I'm gonna talk about skate injuries today, actually, and some of mine. Now, the thing that I feel like a lot of people don't really think about when it comes to skateboarding is the injuries and the falling and the slamming. Now, we all watch these videos of these dudes doing all this crazy stuff, like jumping off roofs and doing all that stuff, but we never really like consider getting injured and what that can really do to us. And certainly I didn't consider that, especially when I was like doing some of the stuff that I was doing at the skate park. Now, my first injury that I really considered like really bad was when I was at a full pipe at my park, and I don't even remember. This is a weird thing. I don't even remember like falling off of it, but I fell off. I was doing like just a simple 50-50 stall on it, and then I fell off, and then just the next couple seconds, like my entire body felt numb. It felt like a dream. I'm so glad I had my helmet on, or else something probably would have happened. But all I can remember is just my body like tumbling, and me just like laying there like face first on the ground, not moving, and like the feeling was, it's like undescribable, really. Like it felt like a literal dream. Like my entire body went numb, and ever since then, like I haven't really gone on that thing. And it's not necessarily that I'm afraid of it or anything. It's just I don't know. I don't want to get hurt like that again, because it was pretty gnarly. And when I get older, I really don't want to have like CTE or any of that stuff where I can't remember my name. I'd like to know how to spell my name when I get older, you know. So that was the first major one that really made me consider like, yo, do I really want to keep doing this? And then my second injury, which is a lot more visible, like I have like a scar right here on my face. And how that happened was I was doing like a just 50-50. For some reason, it's always like a 50-50 kind of trick or something. It'd be like the simple stuff that really gets you. But I guess that's why they call it an accident. Now, what I was doing is I was doing a 50-50 grind down this brown ledge. And I do this trick like literally all the time. Like this is like my warm-up trick that I just do however many times. And when I rode down it, and then for some reason I guess I didn't land like roll off properly, probably, and the board like catapulted and hit me right in the face, and I had a razor tail on my board too, so that just cut my face, and it went all the way through. And that was pretty wild, because I'm just over here bleeding all over the park, and I'm just like, are you serious? This again? So that was another injury. And the really weird part about it was when my aunt took me to the hospital, like the lady, she literally like, I don't know if it was her, I don't think it was her finger. I think it was like a Q-tip, and she literally, apparently she put it through my mouth and it came out the other side of my face. So that was not very kosher, so to speak. And I still have that scar today. I mean, it only happened like September 2019, so it wasn't like a super long time ago, but that definitely left a scar. And I guess the good part about it is it's not that noticeable. Like, definitely, if I didn't say something about it, it probably wouldn't be a big deal. Now, initially, it did heal. It did a good job of like healing up and closing up, but then my mom took out the stitches, and then it kind of went downhill from there. So those are two of my main skateboarding injuries. Now, the thing to keep in mind is you have to understand yourself and understand the pace that you're going at, and kind of just make sure that you're, progressing a little bit by bit. You don't want to jump from 1 to 10. You want to go through all the numbers, and do kind of proceed with what makes you comfortable, because you don't want to do something that's going to seriously damage you, and then you can't skateboard anymore, or it's going to take a long time to skateboard or to get back to progress. So That's definitely something to keep in mind. And for the people that say like skate or die or whatever, that is kind of stupid to say to speak. Oh my gosh, not to say to speak, but to say that is kind of dumb because if you're dead or whatever, then you can't skateboard anymore, which kind of defeats the whole kind of like saying, does it not? Because you want to skateboard for as long as you can and progress as much as you can. So why what would being not around, how would that help you at all? It wouldn't help. So just take it day by day. Don't push yourself. I mean, challenge yourself obviously, but don't push yourself like with something that you're not completely comfortable with, because looking back at it, that's probably what got me in trouble, is that I wasn't really, I didn't know how to bail properly, because that's also important. Is if you don't feel comfortable on a trick, you need to bail. And then two, I think I was kind of going a little bit out of my comfort zone for the first injury, not the second injury. The second one, that was just a weird accident, but the first one, definitely, I feel like I should have maybe gotten a little bit more acclimated to just doing high stuff like that. And you know I don't know how I would have bailed out of that, but I think definitely just being comfortable and understanding that, and understand like my environment and your environment is important to minimizing injuries. All right, later. I'll see y'all later. Right?